Hello all, welcome to Autobot YouTube channel. Myself Rahul Nixon. Today we are going to learn about an important feature in UiPath, that is assets. So those who are developing a very complex automation may have faced like maybe multiple boards may be utilizing that automation, right? Like just consider you have one queue and multiple boards that is running in multiple machines are going to utilize that queue and it is going to work upon, right? And just consider you need to log into one application, right? So where you can save those credentials or where you can keep those URLs, right? These URLs maybe in future there can be some changes to this URL or these credentials anyway we are not supposed to save it anywhere in the automation script, right? We are not supposed to hard code anything in the any files or anything in our automation script. Then where we can securely save all these credentials, or just consider you need to set some threshold value as part of your automation, right? And these multiple boards that is running in multiple machine need to check what is the threshold value, right? Then how we can properly save these values somewhere in a single place. For that we can use a UiPath asset. Okay, so just consider you have multiple machines that is going to or multiple boards that is going to utilize the particular URL which that we are going to save in the asset page. Okay, and in case after some 6 months, okay, you need to modify that URL. You don't need to go to each machine and you don't need to modify anything, right? All these machines or all these boards are connected to the orchestrator, right? That is a central unit where all the boards is connected. So what we can do, we can just modify the URL in the asset page and all these boards will be utilizing the new URL that we already configured in the asset page, right? So that is the purpose of asset. So it will help to centrally keep the strings, or if there is any integer value that we need to keep, or if we need to keep any boolean status, or if we need to keep any credentials, we need to keep it in a central location that is called assets. Okay, for that UiPath is providing one documentation, so let me go to that. What is asset? Assets usually represent shared variable or credential that can be used in different automation projects. Okay, where allow you to store specific information so that the boards can easily access it. So the asset is not for only single project. Okay, so in your machine there can be multiple projects that may be executing on the same application, right? Or for each of these application, or each of this automation, you will have to use the same URL for the login purpose, right? Then instead of creating multiple asset, what you can do, you can create a single asset, and for this different automation you can call that a single asset, right? So that is one benefit of asset. For multiple automation project you can utilize the same asset, and it is secured with the 256 algorithm, AES 256 algorithm, so you don't need to worry about the security concerns at all. Okay, and where we can create this asset we can create that is in a folder level. It's not in the tenant level, that will be there in the folder level. Okay, so in the orchestrator you need to go to the respective folder. Okay, you need to go to the respective folder. My folder is Autobot, and there at the ribbon you can see asset tab will be there. Just click on that, and once you click on that you will be able to see the asset page where you can see the already created assets. Or if you want to create a new asset, what you need to do, you just need to click on add asset, or if you need to link it from some other folder. Okay, in some other folder you already created one asset and you need to link that asset to this particular folder. What I can do, I can link it from other folders as well. Okay, so let's create a new asset. So click on this. Okay, so here what are the important things? Here the important field is asset name. Asset name is important, so that we need to provide. And what is the type of our asset? So just consider we need to keep some URL, okay, as part of your automation. What should be the type? It should be test, right? And just consider you need to keep some threshold value, okay, as part of your validation. So just consider if some particular value is exceeding to some 1000, okay, so 1000 is your threshold value. Instead of keeping that in any files or in any other places hard coded, what you can do, you can create an asset, right? And you can keep the type as integer and you can keep that value here. Okay, in this integer field you need to keep that value. Or if you need to do some validation, right, like whether any true or false validation means, you need to go with the type boolean. Okay, then you need to choose what should be the type of the boolean variable, and here mandatorily you need to provide the asset name. Okay, and this asset name you need to pass to get asset activity, and from there you can get the value that we are storing as part of this asset. Okay, that's how it is working. And here you can see one more field is there, like a description. What is description? So just consider, if some non-developers are going to use this asset, right? So to understand this easily, we need to provide a brief description about what is this asset, what is the use of this asset. Okay, so that you can give here. Or if you want to add some tags to that particular asset, you can add the tags as well. Okay, then the important field is global value. So global value is nothing but like if you create a asset, okay, if you create an asset, whoever the users who is having the asset, access to the particular folder can access this asset value, okay, or he will be having the access to this particular asset. Or if you are telling, okay, I don't need to provide access to the entire users, what I can do, I can just remove this. Okay, then I can create the particular users. Okay, so just consider here, this is my user ID, right? So I'm just consider if you have some multiple users, I just want to grant the access to some particular user. Okay, so I have selected this one, and I'm going to select what is my machine. Then I need to set the value. Okay, so then only to that particular user only, he only will be able to access this particular asset. Okay, so either you can create this as a global value, or either you can particularly assign that to a single user. Okay, so that is the benefit of this global value, or either you can add that to particular user. So let me cancel this. And another type of asset is credential. So if you want to log into some particular application, you will have to provide a username and password, right? So that should be more secure. So for that, what you can do, you can go with the type asset type as credential. Okay, then you have to provide the asset name. Then same like if you want to globally assign that to all the users names, you can select global. Or for this same particular asset name, and if you want to assign a separate value to some particular user means, you can select that as well. Okay, and it means globally, now what is the value that you have declared, it will go to all other users, and if you have selected any particular user, what is the new value that you have assigned, that will get assigned to that particular user if you are using this asset name. Okay, so a single asset name, but to different users it will deliver a different username and password. Okay, I hope you got a clear understanding. And here we have to provide username and password, and here I will show you one more thing. Okay, so demo underscore cred. Okay, so this is one credential that I have created. This is a demo credential. Okay, and what is the credential store? By default it is orchestrated database. If you want to save it somewhere else, like in some other credential store, means you can assign that, but initially you have to make a connection to that database store. Okay, then you can choose that credential store. Then I'm going to give the username demo, correct, and password 1234 5, and here you can see by default it is secured, and we are not able to see the value that I'm entering, right? If I click on the I'll be able to see that. So that's it. I'm going to cancel this, and I'm going to click on create. Okay, so now I have created a new credential, right? So that is demo cred, that is my new asset of type of credential, right? So just consider I need to modify this credential asset. Okay, so what I can do, I can click on edit. Okay, and I need to modify this username. So just consider if I need to modify this username, I'm giving the new username like 1. Okay, I will not able to directly update that. Why? Because I need to re-enter the password 345, then only I will be able to update this. Okay, so you may be getting some questions in your UI ART or UI RTX. Like once you create the credential asset, and if you want to modify the username, what should be the other mandatory field that you need to provide? Okay, is that a asset name, or is that a password, or is that a tag or description like that? Okay, then the answer will be password. Whenever if you are modifying the username, you will have to provide the password as well. Okay, then click on update. Okay, then let me create one more asset. Okay, so demo text. Okay, I'm giving it a type a tester, and what should be the value. I don't need to provide anything in the double quotes. Okay, I can directly enter what is the value. So this is a demo string asset. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so while creating the asset, you may have seen two more fields, that is tag and key value page. So what is the purpose of this, right? So what is the purpose of this label? So just consider in your automation or different teams are going to utilize this orchestrator, right? So the purpose of label is to properly handle your resources. So for that, let me open this documentation. Okay, so here I have created, here I have opened one documentation. Tags consists of label and key value property applied to your project. For example, you can apply the label SAP and the key value department and finance to all the objects involved in SAP automation. Okay, so that means like in your organization you are doing multiple automations, right? Maybe for finance department with SAP, or maybe with Soho application, or with Oracle, like that. Different tools you may be utilizing, or different departments may be involving. So in order to handle all these assets properly, what you can do, you can create the label, right? Like here they have created a label called SAP, and what are the assets that is part of that particular application, they created it as a key value pair, like department finance, or here you can see team compliance, environment production, region NE. Okay, so what are the assets that is part of that label that you can add it as a key value pair? So here also, like consider I need to create one label. Okay, let me create it like a demo underscore label. Okay, I created that label, and what are the key value pair that I want to store? All this key value pair I can create as a key value pair. So let me click on this add new, and here you can see department sales or team compliance, and what is the environment, that is production, region, that is NE. Okay, so so it will give you some idea about this asset. Okay, that's the purpose of this key value pair. So let me use key one. Okay, key one, then I'm giving it like a key value 1. Okay, then if I need to add one more key, I can create it like a key 2. These values and all you can give as per your need. Okay, there is no restriction to that. Key value underscore 2. Okay, then click on update. Then how you can utilize this page? For that, let's go to project, go to properties. Okay, here okay, here you can see project tags, right? Just click on that, then it will show you the tags that you can associate with this project. Okay, so let me choose key 1, then it will show you the key value. Let me choose that, and let me choose key 2, then it will show you the key value 2. Okay, so the purpose is very simple. It will help you to manage the resources that you are creating in the orchestrator. Okay, and we do not yet provide a central location from where to create, edit, or delete tags. Instead, you have to perform these operations at the object level. Pay attention to the spelling and capitalization of a tag, since you cannot edit it after its creation. So it's important to notice this point. Like once you create this tag, you cannot edit it. Okay, after the creation, you will have to remove it completely. Then you will have to recreate again. Okay, then what are the taggable objects? These are the taggable objects like assets, process, queues, and all you can tag. And if you're trying to create a process also, you'll be able to see this tags or labels option. Okay, even in Action Center or in Events Studio packages also, you can see this tags option. Okay, so that is the purpose of this tag. So I hope you got a understanding about this tags as well. Okay, so let me close this, go back to our asset. Okay, I'm going to click on create. Okay, so now I have created two credentials, right? Sorry, two assets. One is of type credential and one is of type text. So if I need to utilize this asset that I have created in Orchestrator, what I need to do? I need to go to Studio, then let me create a new project. Okay, or let me go with the workflow 2. Let me delete this. Search for asset. Okay, search for asset. Here you need to utilize these activities. Okay, so get asset is for getting the asset that you already created. Get credential means if you want to particularly access the credential asset, you need to use get credential. And if you want to set some particular value to the asset that you have already created, you need to go with set asset. Okay, as part of your automation, in between you want to set some particular value, you can go with set asset. And set credential means like same like get credential. Get credential is for getting the value from orchestrator to your workflow. Set credential means if you want to set some particular value to the asset of type credential, you can use set credential. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how we can use get asset and get credential. Okay, so let me drag and drop this. Okay, here one benefit with the latest update is directly if you refresh this data manager, okay, you'll be able to see all the assets. Okay, all the assets that is already created. So here I need to choose my folder, that is autoboard. Okay, so whatever the assets that you have created in that folder, you will be able to see that, right? So demo text is one asset of type string that I have created. So if you want to utilize this asset, either I can use get asset activity directly by drag and drop, or next method is what you can do. You just need to drag and drop this demo test asset. Okay, then it will automatically show you the session which activity that you need to use. So let me choose get asset. Okay, then it will automatically enter you the details. What is the folder path, that is autoport, and what is the asset name, that is demo test. Okay, just click on show advance, and where I need to keep the value. For that I'm going to create a credential. Let me name it like a string asset. Okay, that's it. Let me delete this, and let me add a message box. String asset. Okay, so this should print the value that we have created in the orchestrator asset, right? So let me execute this file. So what is the value? This is a demo string asset, right? So it should print that value. Oh, okay. Why this is happening means it directly opened in pip, right? Because I set in the property like we need to open that project in a pip environment. That's why it is opening in the pip. So let me do one thing. Let me go to project, go to settings. Okay, let me debug. Let me remove this. Let me re-execute again. Okay, now we got the asset value. Like this is a demo string asset, right? So this is how you can get the value from the orchestrator. Okay, so let me comment this. So one important thing that you need to keep in mind is, like, if your asset is of type string, boolean, or if it is of type integer, you don't need to uh, go with any other property. Okay, you just need to create the output variable. Okay, you can give this timeout and all, but only one output will be there, right? But if you go with credential asset, okay, let me disable this, and let me go to data manager. Here, where is our credential? That is demo cred, right? This is a demo credential. Okay, so that is a demo cred, demo underscore cred. So let me drag and drop this demo cred. Okay, it will ask you for session. Let me choose get credential. Okay, so in get credential, it has automatically selected the folder name and the asset name. And in the properties, okay, what are things that is available? You need to give one variable for username and one for password. Okay, so let me create a variable username and another for password. Okay, let me create it like a PW. Okay, so here you have two output variable. One is for username and one is for password. Let me go to variable. Okay, so now here the username is created as string and the password is created as secure string. Okay, so this is one thing that you need to keep in mind. So if you want to convert this secure string to string, means you need to convert this secure string to string format. Okay, using the syntax. Or for few of the application, it will not directly support the string variable. Then you can directly pass this password variable as well. Okay, so this is how you need to use this get credential as well as get asset activity to get the value or get the asset that you have created in the orchestrator. Okay, so hope you got a clear understanding about that. So in the modern design and with the modern edition, you don't need to go back to um, orchestrator asset page, or you don't need to go with the resource page and all. Okay, you can directly go to data manager. Data manager, you can see all the assets or variables or arguments, everything you can see over the data manager. You just need to drag and drop this. Okay, you just need to drag and drop this, and you can select the appropriate activity, and you can get the credentials in your workflow, credentials or the particular asset in your workflow. That's it. Okay, so I hope you got a clear understanding. If you find this video useful, please like the video, please share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe our channel. So thanks for watching the video. Bye.